Hello my dear student, welcome to Nagesh Karasge Orchid School channel. Myself Hina Patel going to teach you 7th grade mathematics. We are going to start a new lessons, that is lines and angles. We had learned in the previous class what are lines, what are line segment, what are rays. Today we will see with example, we will learn in the detail what is lines and angles. So, we will just go for some introduction part, then we will start with some example. Here you know already how the identify the different lines, line segment, angles in a given shapes. Can you identify the different line segments and the angles formed in a following? You know what are these? These are line segments. Yes, these are line segments which are given with a different example. So, you know what are line segment and what are rays. So, we will not go in detail because everyone knows this. So, line segment, this is known as a line segment which have a perfect length, which ends with two ends points we have, that is line segment. This is a line which can be extended to any length, which will be denoted by, if you want to draw an AB as a line, we write as in this way. Between the before the arrow we write the point and we denoted it as A, B, P, Q, whatever it is. What is ray? Which have one end and which will be extend to the any length from the other end. So, we can say it is an ray. So, what we say, PQ is a line segment, AB is a line and OP is an ray. So, you know this already, just we will have a recall of this. You know what is an triangle or what are the angle of a triangle. Recall the angle is formed when the line or line segments meet. That observe the corners, when the line segment or lines meet, we get an angle. These corners are formed when the two lines or line segment intersect at a point. For example, this is triangle ABC. Here we are having AB as one line segment, AC as a one line segment, BC as a one line segment. When they intersect or they meet, I told the word intersect or meet, they form an triangle. Here we are having a line PQ and line RS. When they intersect at a point O, intersect is nothing but point of meeting. So, where they meet at point O, so it is known as when the lines intersect at point O, and this is it is formed when the line segment meet, they forms an angle. So, this is and three line segment meets forms an triangle. So, this in short we had just recalled, and today we are going to learn some different types of angles. You know angles which you had learned from the 5th standard onwards. Complementary angle, it is a new word for you, which is complementary angle when the sum of the measures of a two angle is 90 degree, sum of the two measures of an angle. So, how it will be, I will explain you in detail. The angle are called as an complementary angle. Now, this is angle is given to you, which is already denoted as a 30 degree. So, this is angle 30 degree. Here we will have another angle as an 60 degree. Sum of the two means these two angles which gives a measure as a 90 degree, then that angle is called as complementary angle. Sum means two angles. Here 30 plus 60 is equal to 90. So, I can say it is an complementary angle. Here 35 plus 65 is the total 90? No. So, it is not an complementary angle, it is more than 90. So, are these two angles complementary? No, these angles are not complementary. I think so you understood. What are complementary angle? The sum of the measures of two angles, one angle which is acute, another angle is also acute, then only the two measures gives a sum, that is a total will give 90 degree, it is known as an complementary angle. So, we will see some examples related to that, then you will understand. Here can you see 70 plus 20 is a complementary? Yes, because the sum of the two angle is at 90 degree. Here 75 plus 25 is the 90 degree? No. So, it is not an complementary angle. So, in this way you understood that what are complementary angle. We will see the supplementary angles. What are supplementary angles? Here also let us now look for the following pairs of angle. When the pairs of angle which gives a sum, the total measures as an 180 degree, then it is known as an supplementary angle. Complementary angle, sum should be 90 degree. Here in supplementary angle, the sum should be 180 degree. So, these are known as 60 plus 120. The angle, one is obtuse, another angle is acute. The sum of these two angle which gives 180, it is known as an complementary angle. Here another one more example we will see, 68 and 112. If the sum is of this 180, so this angle is known as an supplementary angle. So, we are having some different examples here. So, we will try to find out. It may be of one will be acute, one will be obtuse angle. If one angle is given to you, you have to find out the value of another angle. So, sum should be how much? 180, because it is an supplementary angle. Here 100 plus 80 is 180, so it is supplementary. Here 135 plus 45 is 180, so it is an supplementary angle. So, here some examples are given to us. Can you find out the pair of a supplementary? Pair means it should be always in two. The sum which will be, sum means addition, we can't add a single, it should be 2. So, the sum of the angle should be 180, then only we can say it is an supplementary angle. 110 and 50 is the sum as 180? No, it is 160. So, we can say the given angle is not an supplementary angle. When we will see some more examples, so you will try to understand what are supplementary and what are complementary angle. Now, we will see what are adjacent angle. Adjacent angle means which is next to that angle. Now, this is example, it is open book. If this is one angle, this is one angle and this is another angle which is next to this angle. So, it is known as an adjacent angle, next to the angle. Now, example if I give, if you are sitting two students on one bench, who is sitting adjacent to you means next to you on the same bench is known as adjacent angle. Here one more example we are having, this is a car steering. Here there is a formation of an angle which are next. If you write here 1, 2 and 3, we can say one angle, the next is 2. So, what is the next to 1 is 2, or we can say it is angle 3. In this way we can see the adjacent angle, the word itself says which is next to that angle, it is known as adjacent angle. And these are adjacent angle which will be here, we will see here angle 1 is adjacent to angle 2. This is adjacent angle. So, here also we can say 1 adjacent to 2. Here is the 1 is adjacent to 2? No, it is not next to that. So, it is not an adjacent angle. So, we had seen some example with this adjacent angle. Now, we will have in short what is linear pair. When we will go this, I am explaining shortly here, we will see with examples. So, we will try to understand where we are applying this all. What we had learned first is complementary angle, supplementary angle, adjacent angle, linear pair. Linear pair means a linear pair is a pair of an adjacent angle. One is adjacent to 2 means it is next to that, the whose known common side are opposite rays, known common sides, which known common sides are opposite rays. These are opposite rays these are always a 180 degree. The linear pairs are always 180 degrees. So, we can say angle 1 and angle 2 are linear pair. Angle 1 and angle 2 are linear pair. Here are angle 1 and angle 2 linear pair? No. Because why? Because here the opposite sides are here is not an ray. It should be an opposite ray. So, it is not a linear pair. So, what is the sum of a linear pair? The sum of a linear pair, that is nothing but angle 1 plus angle 2. Angle 1 plus angle 2 is equal to 180 degree. So, when the sum of adjacent angle, which should be as an common side, are opposite rays, are called as an linear pair. So, it should be a 180. Where you find this? This is vegetable chopper. Here we are having one angle, we are having another angle. When you just open it, it is an linear pair, which will be here total sum will be 180 degree. A pen stand, yes, here we are having one angle, this is another angle. When it will be total, the sum of angle 1 and angle 2 is equal to 180 degree. So, this make an linear pair of an angle with the stand, with the base, with this base. How? Because we have two examples, so you can understand where it is linear pair of this angle. So, we had seen this. What is vertically opposite angles? Vertically itself, vertically opposite means you know, opposite to each other, that is opposite. Where you will find, we will see some examples. So, we will try to understand vertically opposite angles will be always same. Here we are having some two pencils tied with a rubber band or thread in the center. You might be playing at home with some pen and something put just having a rubber band between two pencil. So, here 1 and 3 are opposite. 1 and 3 are opposite means here they are really, it is opposite to each other, and vertically means this is vertical. Here 2 and 4 are opposite to each other, that is vertically opposite to each other, and always vertically opposite angles are same. So, here we can say this angle and this angle are vertically opposite. This is nothing but we can say what iron stand, or we can say that cloth drying stand. So, here we when it open here there is, and if you are having folding teapot at home, tripod. So, here we are having finding a vertically opposite angle which will have a center and it can move. Even we can find out in the scissor. Here this angle is exactly vertically opposite to this angle. Now, here you know trolley we are having at home. So, just to keep the items, here also you can see the vertically opposite angle. This angle it will be vertically opposite to this angle. So, you know now what is vertically opposite. This will be opposite in this way. They are exactly opposite to each other. So, it is known as vertically opposite angle. So, we had seen about the vertically opposite angles. Here example we can see 2 and 0 or 1 and 3 are vertically opposite angle. We will see some exercise. So, you will find out how we can say that is vertically opposite angle. So, we will go for some exercise sums. So, you will find out what ma'am has taught today. What are first we had learned about the complementary angle. Find the complementary of each of the following. Here you are having 1, 2, 3, you are not having in a pair. You have to find what will be the complementary angle of this. So, here 20 angle first is given to you, the complementary angle is given as 20. You know what is the sum of complementary angle is 90. 90 minus 20 is equal to 70. So, what will be the complementary angle of 20 is 70. So, to make 90, which type of angle and what will be the measure, that we have to find out, that is complementary angle is equal to 90 degree already one angle is given, you have to find out the another pair of that. So, 90 minus 20 is equal to 70. This is a complementary angle of this. What will be here? Same 90 minus 63 is equal to 27. Then only we can say it is an complementary angle. So, another angle is given 57 degrees. So, you have to go for 90 minus 57 is equal to 33. I think so you understood what is complementary angle. Now, we will see some example of an supplementary angles. You know what is a supplementary angle? Yes, the sum of the angle of a pair of an angle should be 180 degree, 180 degree. So, supplementary angle is one of the angle is given as 105 degree. So, we have to subtract it from 180 minus 105 is 75. So, one will be acute and one will be obtuse angle. Here we will find that one angle which we are finding is an acute angle which is 75 degree. So, what will be the supplementary angle? That will be 75. In second example, which is angle is given as 87, that is an acute angle is given to us, then we have to find out what will be the supplementary angle of this. 180 minus 87 is equal to 93. This is simple subtraction, but you have to write the statement supplementary angles is equal to 180 and whatever the angle is given to us is 87 degree. So, 180 minus 87 is equal to 93. So, supplementary of 154, supplementary of 154 is equal to 180 minus 154 is equal to 26. The another angle will be of 26 degree. So, we had learned about the complementary angle, supplementary angle. Now, we will see the identify which of the following pairs of angles are complementary and which are a supplementary. Now, you can see from the whatever the pairs are given, the what you know when it is a complementary angle, when the sum is 90 degree, the two angle should be 90 degree, and when a supplementary angle means the sum should be of 180 degree. So, what will be the total? This is 165 is one angle, 115 is one angle. So, can you say it is an complementary angle or it is an supplementary angle? So, what you have to do? You have to do the sum of this. If the sum of this is 180, so we can say it is an supplementary angle. Here 63 plus 27, what is one angle is 63 degree and one angle is 27 degree. So, in this way we can write in short and we can find out by the that 63 plus 27 degree is equal to 90 degree, that they are complementary angles or they are complement to each other. In this way we have to find out by seeing the sum that the angle is a complementary or it is an supplementary angle, because again I will revise that complementary angles are always 90 degree. The sum of two angles is always 90 degree and the supplementary angle are always 180 degree. When the sum of two angles is 180, then you can say it is an supplementary angle. So, we had learned identification of that angles, what are complementary and what are supplementary. What are the pairs of lines? This is new for you. It is interesting topic. What is intersecting lines? Just in daily life also we find this intersecting line, but no, we will never note down this. Pairs of lines means you know the lines will be in the two, that is a pairs of line. Intersecting lines means the line where they intersect are known as intersecting line. Here you can see the blackboard is given to us, one stand is there where the lines get intersect, means they meet at one point. If this line is extended, they meet at one point, that is known as point of intersection. Here we are having some net like structure where we had one cross lines and the another from the other side we had a cross wires, or we can see that the net like structure means the point where they meet, that is known as a point of an intersection. These type of things we find in our house also, like a net net like structure, or we can see in the lab also. Now, what we have to learn in this is a transversal. What is transversal? You know now intersecting lines. Now, we will see this is also new word for you. It is a transversal. You might have seen a road crossing two or more roads, or a railway lines crossing several other lines. Means this you might be the two lines crossing the railway track. These are an idea of an transversal. See the here this type of things you see in railway lines. A line intersects two or more lines at a distant point is called as an transversal. They are intersecting. See, these are all parallel, but this line is intersecting, but at some distance. This is known as an intersection or transversal. So, here the two lines, this suppose this is are the two tracks of a railway. One of the track is passing through these two track, that is known as an transversal, where they intersect at some distance. See the distance here. So, this is known as this line is known as transversal. So, what is transversal? We can see by this example a line that intersect two or more lines. Here we are having only two lines, here we are having three, intersect at a distant point is called as an transversal. So, we can find out here this line, that is a P line, is a transversal to L and M. Here we are having this line is transversal to L and M. So, we will see what we have to learn here and the types of angles we have to find out. What type of angles are made by the transversal? So, angle made by a transversal, we will see here these are a parallel, it may be a parallel line. Here we are having two lines, that is one line is L, one line is M. Here the angle, here P is an transversal which intersect at a two point at some distance. The word already, when I told what is a transversal, define the transversal, I had told that they intersect at two points, but there will be a distance between that. So, there are suppose these two lines L and M, P is an transversal of this. So, there is a formations of angle. See here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These are the angle formed. So, this in this chapter we have to learn what is angle 1, what is angle 2, what is angle 3, what is angle 4. Before that, I will say when we had started the chapter, we had learned all the types of angles. Now, we have to implement here what is an linear pair, what is an alternate angle, what are the degrees of that. So, we will see 1 and 2. What will be the 1 and 2? It is an adjacent angle, you can say it is an linear pair. Okay. Now, we will learn what is an interior angle. What is interior? Interior means inside these two lines, the angle 3 and angle 5, angle 4 and angle 6, or you can say angle 3 and angle 4 and angle 5 and angle 6 are interior angle. Again, I will repeat what are interior angles. The angles made between these two parallel lines, that is angle 3, angle 4, angle 5 and angle 6 are known as interior angle. Now, what is exterior angle? The word exterior means you know very well it should be outside. So, exterior angle, that is 1, 2, 7 and 8. What are that? They are not a number. You have to say angle 1 and angle 2, angle 7 and angle 8 are an exterior angle. Then now you have understood what are interior angle, what are exterior angle. Now we will see pairs of corresponding angle. Corresponding angle means that should be in pairs. So, angle 1 and angle 5 are a corresponding angle, angle 2 and angle 6 are corresponding angle, angle 3 and angle 7 are corresponding angle, angle 4 and angle 8 are corresponding angle. So, you know that I had given in the pair, but in short, in general language we can say that alternate angles, one, if it is you are considering 1 and 5, you have to leave here 3 and then you have to go 1 alternate. So, 1 and angle 1 and angle 5 are corresponding, then you have to take the pair of this, means we can say in short the angle made by a transversal that we are learning today. Now, pairs of alternate interior angle. What are pairs of alternate interior angle? Alternate you know, because we had learned what are alternate angle. Now, it is interior, means you have to see the interior angle of this. These angle 3 and angle 6 are alternate to each other, means it is to the left hand side and this angle is to the right hand side. Now, interior means we are looking inside these two L and M. So, it is an interior angle. Then what are another pair of this pair of a alternate interior angle? Angle 4 and angle 5 are alternate interior angle. Then pair of alternate exterior angle. Exterior means which are outside the two parallel lines, or we can say outside the L and M. So, angle 1 and angle 8, these are external, this angle 1 and angle 8, angle 2 and angle 7. These are the pairs of alternate exterior angle, which will be considered outside, that is external. So, it is known as exterior angle, and pairs of interior angle on the same side of transversal. Why I am saying same side? Because we have to see on the same side of this pair of again interior. So, we have to look for the interior angle, and on the same side of a transversal means angle 3 and angle 5 are the pair of interior angle on the same side of transversal. Another set of angles are angle 4 and angle 6 are the pair of interior angle on the same side of transversal. My dear students, you should know this because it will be in higher classes, or we are having in the next lesson also related to this, that what are interior angle, what are exterior angle, what are corresponding angle, what are alternate interior angle, alternate exterior angle, and pair of interior angle on the same side of transversal. If you don't, if you not understood, again I will repeat. When here we are having some example also, that we can find out what are these type of angles. These are in corresponding angles. Here we are having these are alternate interior angle. So, in this way you are having some examples, just you have tried to solve in the textbook. Then transversal as a pair, parallel lines, here you might be finding here all the lines are parallel, and these L and M are parallel, and this is L is an transversal to this. So, here by seeing this angle 1, 2 as a corresponding angle, 3, 4 as an corresponding angle, it is alternate angle. In this way we have to find out. Here we are having some more example, you can read it in the textbook, and here we will find out some pairs of lines of an angle. Just you have to see what are the examples given in the textbook, and what we have to find out the what are angles formed by a pairs, the two parallel lines. Here it is given. So, you have to try what are the angle made by angle 1, 5, which type of angle, you have to jot down all the angles and you have to write in your notebook. So, here you have to understand, don't by heart, you have to understand what is that the sum of, you know already I had told, sum of and linear pair is always 180 degree. Opposite angles are same. So, angle 1 if it is 60 degree, then angle 4 will be also 60 degree. Sum of corresponding angles are also the same. So, in this way we have try to complete this, what are parallel lines and what are the transversal passing through the parallel lines, that is L and M, and what are the angle formed by a transversal. So, my dear student, hope so you understood. Just go through the textbook once again, so you will find it easy. Thank you very much.